So that last video just cut out, and I think the message was basically fully clear. But I wanted to continue this conversation, kind of, sorta. Not really. I don't know. It just seems like you guys are going through something, like we're all going through something, obviously. But there's so much more going on that people aren't talking about. They're silently obsessed over it, you know? Silently worried and afraid and terrified of whatever's going to happen, and you know, shaking in the body, in the temple of their body. It's sad. I hope whatever is going on with you in your personal life, that you have the empathy towards yourself and the human being you have been inhabiting, that has lived this life all the years you've lived and gone through everything you've gone through with you. Take care of that person. One day, like, you know, maybe far, far, far away in your life, but the people we know won't be there. And it's really fucked up that we take so much for granted. There goes the coffee machine. That we take so much for granted, and we think that people are going to be around and places are going to be around, and you know, that people don't change and don't improve, and that, you know, the pain you have now is going to be the pain you're always going to have. Like, no, let that stuff go. Just let it be. Yeah, and I'm hearing that song now. Let it be. Reveal your gifts. Some of you might be wanting to communicate with other people externally, like maybe through a YouTube channel or a blog site, maybe through like a Facebook page. Do it. This is your sign. Balance your life out. Doesn't matter what addictions you have, it doesn't matter how you hurt yourself or how you deny yourself. Don't punish yourself over what you're doing. Instead, balance it out. Do something good for yourself. You know, punish yourself later. Go have a salad. Go eat a fruit. Go for a walk. Anyway, I'm gonna take my own advice, and I'm gonna go pour myself a nice cup of coffee, and spend the next 4 hours uploading a video for you guys. And I want to play with cards more, so before I close this video, let's pull some fairies. I have not done a card reading with fairies in quite a while. What do the viewers need to know right now? A singer of healing, will you please allow those tingles and energies in your body to flow? Just let them constantly flow. Recognize the neural network within you, the nervous network, the veins, the muscles, and all that. Start putting your awareness on them. Send conscious energy to the parts of you that need healing. Sing and dance and move them however you want. Even if you're just like, you know, sitting there doing this because your finger hurts. Do it. Utilize your healing power. You can heal. You're made out of energy. You're like all 5 elements and more combined. Like, quit pretending you're not a superhero. Pona's wild daughter. The universe obviously has your back. You have more wisdom than you acknowledge within yourself. Even the shadows are there to support you. There's little faces in there. And whatever you've gone through, I know it's been exhausting. I know. God, if you only knew what I've been through. Like, the stories you and I could tell. But really, let it be. The bottom of the deck was gloomy doom, and I don't want to I don't want to go through that energy again. You know the gloomy doom energy where you're just feeling sorry for yourself. You're like, oh, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Like, let that shit go, man. Just let it go. I haven't even seen Elsa or Frozen, but yeah, let it go. Yeah, you are that bitch. Look at that. Singer of Healing, Epona's wild daughter, the Dark Lady, She of the Cruach, and the Green Woman. Like, how much more badass bitchery do you need to be told you possess and you're watched over with before you let yourself have a little fun in your life? And to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe it's some behavior, like a personality trait or someone else's energy you're holding on to. Or like decorations around the house. Maybe there's like, I don't know, a room in your garden for you to plant something and you could actually harvest later, but you're not doing it. You're like, it's going to take years to grow that tree. Well, it would take less years if you would have planted it last year. Like, Lady of the Harvest, you can't acknowledge time with this. This is a cycle, a time to let something go, and time to nurture something else, to be the sustenance and the comfort for someone, including yourself. And I'm really getting the vibe with this, that you are being asked to really connect with the divine feminine energy, not just of like some YouTube video or like what someone says, you know, divine feminine energy is. What it is to you. That goddess and God within you that is completely androgynous, male and female, and it's completely divinely okay and eternal, and regardless of what's going on physically. See this card right here. Put the human body aside for a minute that you're in. Just acknowledge you have a beautiful temple, and that's okay. Like, whatever's wrong with it, whatever's right with it, it's all okay, it's all valid. Let it be for a minute. Deep down inside, you have a mega bitch inside you. A person who has no problem dragging someone else through the depths of hell and back to be like, see how much I suffered. Now you can suffer that much too, and it'll help you heal, and I'll show you how to do it. But you also, on the other side of that, have the most compassionate, divine, peaceful, motherly, like mother goddess archetype right here. The entire essence of femininity right here. Then you have the natural world. Limitations, surprises, unseen friends and allies, like things popping up, experiences, memories, you know, hidden feelings kind of things. You have this entire divine being within you, but you're not letting it out because you've been holding on to some human mortal experience. And your deep down shadow side, your natural green witch side, and the mother goddess within you is kind of looking at you like, are you done playing stupid? Are you done? Like, if this lady was looking at you right now in the face, and she was your bestest friend, like, this bitch knew everything about you that you don't even know about you. Like, no matter where you go, she will come and find you and bring you home. She will kick anybody's ass. She will tell the truth on anything. And she has no problem hurting you for your own good. But she'll be there to pick up the pieces once you're done breaking. And she'll tell you the ones to throw away. Like, you see all that rainbow light within her? Like, she knows. She's just waiting for you to see if you're going to do it or not. She already knows you're gonna. She already knows you're gonna be a great person, a great version of yourself. You know, she already knows that this energy is going to flow properly. This look is basically like someone saying, I'm just waiting to see if you're going to do it or not, or if I'm going to have to keep pushing you. And this one's like, well, you know, you can just let it wait for a bit longer, procrastinate it some more, and leave it. It's all fun and games. There's no time anyway. It's all nature and life. And in between, you have the other aspect saying, oh, but what about this and what about that? Like all human, you know, muddled water, muggle bullshit. I just heard. Like you're better than muggle bullshit. Leave that stuff be. Let it decay away. For just a few minutes a day, acknowledge the divine badass that you are. This is a lot of like badass women taking care of, you know, taking care of you. Like ancient ancestors, beings you don't even know. Energies you're not even aware of, and there you are in the corner sitting there crying, going, I don't know what to do with my life. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Stop it. Stop being all, you know, trembling at the knees over here, like shaking in the dark and in the night, like needing somebody to give you a shield or a protection of some kind, or to save you. You don't need saving. Are you kidding? If somebody tried to save you, you'd hate them for it. You'd be like, I was just gonna do it. So everybody's waiting for you to do it, because they know if they come and help you, you're gonna be mad. Like I know that feeling. I've been there. The fawn, like the best friend waiting by your side. Initiation, something you gotta go through by yourself. Like they're all watching you. Do you see this? They're all looking in this direction of this human body with so much love and compassion and like real love, that agape thing that Ramblin' Mike talks about. Not just, you know, 2 cups being shared, but like 2 souls pouring into each other. Oh. Your dreams are about to come true. And you can choose how to handle it. That's the message I'm getting here. Like, you're about to get everything you want. You can either handle it with dignity and poise, or you can handle it like a brat. But you're about to get what you want, and it's going to light you up so fucking much. Do you see all this? Look at all this light. Look at it. The dark, the light, the natural world, the astral world, the shadows, the dark, the like badness, you know, negativity and positivity. Everyone. Wait, I just heard that song by Natalie Merchant, Golden Boy. Yeah, Master Maker, whatever you're doing, you've already succeeded. You're just being tested now by your higher self, your God self, your true self and your shadow self, which is also part of your true self. You know what I mean. All the aspects of you that make up you, past, present, and future. You're being tested. Not to see if you're going to fail or not, but to see if you're going to put more effort into what you're doing. Because of you and yourself, not because of them. But if you are going to raise the standard of your own life, because you want to. Like, look. I'm like hearing a conversation between these two. This guy's like, hey ladies, is that all you're going to bring to the party? And she's all like, maybe. And she's all like, do you really want me to show you what I'm capable of? Really? And then these two over here, like people in on a secret, but this person doesn't see it, and they're like, just give her a minute. Give her a minute and she'll be fine. Or he'll be fine, whatever, however it's applying to you. I like it. I wonder what's coming. Should we get like snoopy with it? What is this surprise that's occurring? Do we get to know? Oh, I was painting my nails with my niece. There were so many different nail polishes, and she's like, which one? And we just did one on each finger. Oh. What's coming for you is an opportunity that is going to present itself as a emotional and I really don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. In 3D tangible ways, okay? In the physical, tangible, time-space continuum that you exist in, the earth you walk on, the building you reside in, the car you drive, the people you come in contact with, the chains, the excuses, the lustful passion, the family tree, the religious factors, the corporations, the jobs, everything you're connected with in the physical world. Something is being presented to you. So when someone senses this energy in day-to-day life, what does this feel like to you? Kind of like sacral energy stuff, right? Like kind of being horny or feeling excited or passionate or hungry for life, or like creating something, drawing, doodling, writing, cooking, going for a run, or like an emotional, mental kind of inspiration moment where you're like, oh, maybe I should go do that. You're about to get one of those experiences probably within the next 7 hours, maybe 7 days, probably 7 hours though, maybe even 7 minutes. 7 miniature it's 7 minutes. There's also it looks like an 8 right there, and then there's like a 3, 36. I see a 36 in there too. I don't know if you can see it. Like 3, 6. Interesting. It'll basically be a moment where you get an inspired thought that leads to an inspired action and emotion that is completely connected to the physical world. It could make you a lot of money. A lot of money. Now I'm going to use this deck to clarify what this is. This opportunity that you've been manifesting that's being brought out for you. But it's not just something you've been manifesting. It's like a baton being handed to you, like an offer coming to you externally in the physical world from someone younger than you, slightly. So this could be like I was just talking about my niece. I'm like, we were drawing and painting on our nails. So maybe you're gonna like have a physical 3D experience with like your kid, your sister, your brother, your family member, where you're creating something together in the physical. You're like making a picture frame, or I'm seeing someone like draw with paint on a picture frame they made out of sticks from the yard, like gluing sticks around a canvas and then putting a picture in there, gluing that in there, and then drawing like hearts around it, like a cute little Snapchat but in real life. I'm also seeing a bowl being stirred that has like cookie dough or something in it, something like that, like pancake batter. It's an experience that is innocent and emotional and honest and sincere and kind and genuine. But at the same time, look, it's so passionate, it's so fiery, it's so creative, it's so transformative, like change-inducing energy, like the winds of change blowing, but it's not winds, it's like a burst of energy within you to do something that changes your life drastically. And everyone's watching you from like a distance, wondering, like, it's like they're waiting for the fireworks. Now, if we're going to read this in a completely different way for the grown-ups in the party, goodness gracious, this feels naughty. Someone could be getting laid. There could be a pregnancy. There could be a new partner coming into your life. A new relationship that might seem like it's almost too good to be true, like you're noticing the negatives in it before the positives. But it actually ends up being really good. Like, it changes your life, really. Like, I just saw someone going to a store and buying a black leather jacket, and then having that, like, surge of confidence. Yeah, like the car just revving up. Like, that's what this feels like. A surge of confidence in the physical body that creates a change. It's like hearing something from someone that lights you back up again. Clarify this Ace of Wands and the Devil, please. Thank you. Okay. So now we gotta read this in a completely different way. So that part of the story is on the side for now. Now the experience coming to you. Remember that surge of confidence I was talking about? Before I go any further, clarify, please. Slow down and pay attention to the details. But don't do it in a lens of someone out to get you. Do it in a lens of knowing that you're indestructible and unbreakable, and hear someone out with compassion. Or be the one speaking to someone and speak to them with compassion, knowing that they're on guard. Like, this person that could be coming into your life seems to be someone that was hurt, and you're being asked to go really slow and gentle and be kinder than you can be, regardless of what the situation is. Because there's a lot going on here that seems to be under the surface. Yeah. You see this? Like, this person, this Romeo character, this, like, Tom the poet, that's bringing something towards you. It's like there's an energy associated with it that is almost mucky, like slimy. But it's supposed to be that way because it helps you. It's like a leech on the skin to suck out the poison. It's like something is coming into your life where if you just slow down and look at it in a simple, factual way, you'll see the story. You know, instead of feeling like there's something more under the surface, it's actually a catalyst of change. So it's not someone being, cheating on you or betraying you with the Five of Swords. It's someone showing you that you can't be betrayed or hurt or broken. You're the bright mother or the bright father. You're unbreakable. All this is happening to sculpt you. So you got to see the bad so that you know what you move away from and what you move towards. And in order for that to happen, this experience with this individual that comes into your life, probably a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Aries, maybe. Kind of getting Scorpio. Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. It could be anybody. God, it could be anybody. You know who it is. You know who it is. It's someone you've painted as the villain. Someone that something is over with. And it's not over. Surprise. What's underneath the death? Oh, rebirth. Yeah. Someone's coming back into your life, and you can handle it with dignity and poise, or you can bounce. Either way, they're not coming back to hurt you. They're coming back to show you something. And what they're going to show you is going to have you see what happened in the past as completely done and over with. It's almost like, I apologize to anybody who might get offended by this, but it's like someone crying over somebody, and then like exes, and then the ex comes back, like the person gets what they want, right? Boom, here you go, here's your wand back. And the person comes back, but then they're like super chunky, like, you know, my 900-pound life kind of chunky. Like, in a way where it's not like being overweight is bad, but I mean like an expression of a physical attribute that is a complete turn off to you. Whatever that may be. I'm using the weight exaggeration, like a massive, you know, like, yeah, like this person has to be forklifted into your apartment to give you this flower. Like, there's heaviness here. You see? There's density, there's weight, there's rawr. It's like something heavy. But once you see it, you realize it's nothing like you thought it was. At all, good or bad. This entire thing seems like a convoluted pile of leaves, where if you just look at it for yourself with these energies, you'd see it. For me, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing if the way it applies in my life, that I'm probably going to be making something later today, and it'll remind me of a situation in my life where I'll feel slightly emotional about it, and then I might go through some negative emotion regarding the subject and be like, oh, this is over with and done. I'm gonna go, transform and like blow dry my hair and, go out do something different, go out for a walk or something. Physical movement while feeling great about yourself. The way it could apply to you or to anybody is maybe an ex is coming back, someone who you feel betrayed by, maybe a distant aunt or a cousin, an old friend. But that person returning, you see? That female right there looks like that female right there. Can you see it? Hold on. There it goes. See? Both of them looking back as if like, do you really think I would have let you down? Like, you really think I betrayed you? Like, she's not fighting, she's not moving, she's just holding the sword. She's not even holding it with her hands, it's balancing on her leg. And she's looking at these two, while these two are, it's like there's a mistake being made, like they're walking away because they assume that there's a negativity here, but there isn't. And then this person comes back and says, hey. And then the situation occurs where they're like, what is it? And I'm like, no, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's, it's actually really good. This is an actually really amazing good thing. And all you got to do is look at it differently and get out of the vibration of it being negative and play with the thought of it being positive. And that changes the tangled mess into a beautiful bush of, vines and ivy, and this lovely little gnome inside of it. And this wand from this devil character becomes an opportunity in the physical world for you to really make some movement in your life, to break the chains of yourself, how you've kept yourself in this. Remember this. And this woe is me. Like, you're about to be freed. And you can either look at it as losing your chains, or being able to fly. But the weight, that absurd, gluttonous, obsessive kind of, manipulative, controlling thing regarding your past that you held against someone else for so long, like, let it heal. Because this person, whoever this energy is in your life, is part of your group. It's part of your soul tribe. Like, look at these ravens here. Oh, hey, birds. So, whatever the situation is in your personal life that's going to be brought to you within probably the next 7 hours regarding someone in your life experience that you have deemed negative, that probably really did some shady shit to you, or you did to them. See? Like, who screwed over the other person more? Was it he that screwed you over, or was it she that screwed you over? Like, did you screw them over, or was it a complete different person involved that was playing the tricks all along and played both of you? See? Did this one betray this one, or did this one betray this one, or did this one betray this one, or did this one betray these two? Like, who screwed who over? And who do we blame? Do you have the courage to admit that it was you? Pointing to the self. Speaking the thing that no one speaks. Deep inner knowing. Eyes in the dark. Expressing the self with complete vulnerability. And a bratty kind of joy and mischievousness. Like, whatever happened, let it go, so that the backs can be turned the other way. Those 4 swords can be used for healing, and that for clarity, because no one's fighting here. Everything that was perceived as fighting was probably misheard. You know how when the crows actually have a language that they communicate in, and the amount of times you hear a crow caw, or a raven, whichever, I forget which one exactly, there's a specific meaning to it. And usually when it's over 5 or 6 times, where they do it in succession, like caw, 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 it's like them telling you that there's danger nearby. But here, all these other birds are gone. There's only one flying towards these two to get them to turn around and go back here to see that there's no threat here. This woman is even grounded with her feet onto the floor, and the other one crossed over in a way where it's like she's allowing them to move forward here. She's not blocking their path. So if they want to come back, they can. There's no weapon being wielded. There's no dishonesty. She's simply sitting there, looking back. So what it looks like to me is that someone was in your life before that manipulated you and someone you were with. And that person that you were with is being given the energetic motivation to come towards you and, maybe just have a conversation over the phone or through email, or maybe through like a Facebook Messenger or a text message or something. A small message of emotional communication. The situation is better than you think, remember, because we went through all these cards too. It's better than you think, and everything's going to work out better than you can imagine. And it all depends on you having the bright mother energy. Not turning your back against or towards anybody, but seeing, hearing, and being completely vulnerable. Allowing the new moon to bring you all the growth and blessings. Allowing someone to rest upon your shoulders. Allowing the thoughts of joy and happiness to dance in your head. Allowing the inner child of the other person to speak to you. And whatever new blessings come towards you, let them come. Because even if they come and like poop on your hand, you're still going to be able to wash it. Like if a baby pukes on you, you can clean the shirt. You don't got to get mad over it. You know, if you're pregnant and you're craving something, it's okay to ask for what you want. If you're like, you know, wasting your life and pouring away emotions and just crying, it's okay. Just, you know, you'll be fine in a few minutes. Don't be so hard on yourself. If somebody played a trick on you or was just using you or for like some negative behavior, you don't need to respond to it. Simply change the vibration of how you emit yourself to the world. Instead of, you know, even reacting to somebody that does this like shady shit to you, you know, like, hey baby, like things that degrade you, you don't have to let them know that it degrades you. You can just be the bright mother, carry yourself with dignity, and keep thriving in your life. A 1 in 6 goes up to a 7, and it's usually about faith within the self. Like, it's all play. It's all a play. Can you look at your life as if everything in your life is there to help you smile? And if you smiled at everything that happened in your life, how would that change you as a person? Because something great is about to happen for you, and I am asking you as a person and as a reader that whatever happens for you, look at it as a blessing. Do not create enemies where there are none. Do not create victim, perpetrator, manipulator mentalities where there were none. And where there are, acknowledge them, but be better than the medicine to remedy the poison. Be immune to the poison. You don't have to heal it. You don't have to acknowledge it. You don't even have to cut it away. It doesn't exist. You're immune. You're blessed. You're protected. You don't even have to try. It's like somebody, remember the movie with Kate Blanchett, Elizabeth? Imagine someone trying to mess with that version of Kate Blanchett or Galadriel. Like an orc walking up to Galadriel and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna, you know, take your ring." Like, she wouldn't even make more than a wrist gesture to get rid of that, you know, obnoxiousness. Don't degrade your value of yourself based on other people's actions, because all that does is take away from you. They do what they do. You do what you do. Neither is better than the other. Ever. Whatever you think you have the high moral ground on, you actually don't, because someone is playing you too. So be humble. Everybody screws up. Everybody screws up, and everybody falls for this guy. Everybody falls for that devil dick. Don't fall for it. You already did. And if you really want to be with that person, then don't bring up the past, because you were both wrong. So you can't play the high moral ground and say you wronged me bigger than I wronged you. Nope, you both did it. No excuses. No excuses. You want something? You work towards the future experiences. You don't bring up the past and say you did this, now you owe me. Because a queen, an empress, a bright mother would never say, you owe me. She'd just go and do it herself. And then that's when the emperor comes in and says, doesn't matter if you owe me or I owe you, I want to do this for you. Because you deserve it. Because you're worthy. But you yourself won't feel worthy if you're feeling victimized. So let go of the need to hold on to the victim and allow even the shadows in your life to benefit you. You think this bitch doesn't have this guy working for her? She'd be like, hey, Bodacious Bodak, why don't you go cause some trouble on board? Or she could say, hey, Bodacious Bodak, why don't you go cause some trouble in that person's life so that they learn how to be a better person? We're all connected. The threads connect us all. And we can either be the thread in the tapestry that harms, or we can be